Buckingham Palace is said to be extremely worried the Duke of Sussex's memoir may contain damaging revelations about the royal family. Prince Harry has been warned he risks becoming a complete outcast among the royal family and the British public if he makes any bombshell claims against the monarchy in his upcoming book. The Duke of Sussex's memoir had been due for release in the coming weeks, could reportedly be delayed by several months so he can add new chapters in which he will recount the funeral of his late grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II. Earlier this week, reports began circulating that royal aides have been holding talks over whether they can prevent Harry from publishing his book, with Buckingham Palace said to be deeply worried it may contain damaging revelations about the royal family. There have also been reports the Duke of Sussex is trying to negotiate for the memoir to be toned down following the death of the Queen and his apparent truce with older brother Prince William. Niall Gardner, a foreign policy expert, former aide to Margaret Thatcher and monarchy enthusiast, has warned any remaining respect from the British public towards Harry would disappear at the drop of a hat if the book contains attacks against his own family. He argued any such criticisms would destroy hopes of a possible reconciliation with his royal family members and would risk making him a complete outcast. Mr. Gardner told Express.co.uk, "The British public has run out of patience with them and Meghan especially as a very unpopular figure. There is more goodwill towards Harry, but that would evaporate immediately if he puts out a book that attacks his own family. Any remaining respect for Harry would just disappear at the drop of a hat. The release of a book with attacks against the royal family would end all hopes of reconciliation with the royals. It would burn bridges, it would be hugely destructive, and Harry would be a complete outcast." The royal family enthusiast has urged the Duke of Sussex to do the right thing and withdraw his upcoming book from publication, particularly in the wake of the Queen's death. He warned the publication of a book that contains criticisms of the royal family would put Harry and Meghan at risk of being exiled from the UK. Mr. Gardner continued, "Harry should withdraw his book, which will clearly be hugely controversial and could contain a great deal of criticism of the royal family. It is likely to be a very highly charged book and Harry should do the right thing and withdraw his book from publication, especially in the wake of the Queen's death, as that would be very disrespectful. Harry and Meghan run the risk of being exiled from the UK with any more attacks on the royal family." When the Duke of Sussex first announced details of the book last year, he said in a statement, "I'm writing this not as the prince I was born but as the man I have become. I've worn many hats over the years, both literally and figuratively, and my hope is that in telling my story, the highs and lows, the mistakes, the lessons learned, I can help show that no matter where we come from, we have more in common than we think. I'm deeply grateful for the opportunity to share what I've learned over the course of my life so far and excited for people to read a first-hand account of my life that's accurate and wholly truthful." Following the death of the Queen last month, Harry released a touching and emotional tribute in which he praised his late grandmother's unwavering grace and dignity as he remembered the special moments they had shared. The Duke of Sussex said, "In celebrating the life of my grandmother, Her Majesty the Queen, and in mourning her loss, we are all reminded of the guiding compass she was to so many and her commitment to service and duty. She was globally admired and respected. Her unwavering grace and dignity remained true throughout her life and now her everlasting legacy. Let us echo the words she spoke after the passing of her husband, Prince Philip, words which can bring comfort to all of us now. Life, of course, consists of final partings as well as first meetings." He continued, "Granny, while this final parting brings us great sadness, I am forever grateful for all of our first meetings, from my earliest childhood memories with you, to meeting you for the first time as my Commander-in-Chief, to the first moment you met my darling wife and hugged your beloved great-grandchildren. I cherish these times shared with you, and the many other special moments in between. You are already sorely missed, not just by us, but by the world over. And as it comes to first meetings, we now honor my father in his new role as King Charles III. Thank you for your commitment to service. Thank you for your sound advice. Thank you for your infectious smile. We, too, smile knowing that you and Grandpa are reunited now, and both together in peace.